Actually, nobody had heard of Kerala when I was first posted as Secretary Tourism in Kerala. People used to go to Kashmir and people used to go to Rajasthan. So when I was, the only product they had was the Kovalam beach in Kerala. And by the time I took over as Secretary, we used to get very cheap charters and lots of very low value tourism. Tourists used to come on charter flights to Kovalam, and they pay in advance, so there was a lot of encroachment in Kovalam, a lot of garbage, filth, etc. And one of the first things I did was that I closed Kovalam in the name of rejuvenating it. But the objective was to do everything which the Western world had not done. For them, tourism was about many of the things which the Western world had aspired for. We did the antitheses of everything in Kerala. And we actually went back to the roots of Kerala. So we went to the backwaters of Kerala, which nobody had heard of at that point of time. We went to the houseboats of Kerala, which had almost died out because rice used to be transported on these houseboats. And all the carpenters had gone away to Gulf. We got them back and we started putting these houseboats together to make them into tourism products. We went back to the traditional art forms of Kerala, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali. Many of them people had forgotten about. We went back to the mother of all martial arts, Kalripet. We converted poachers into guides, and we went back to Ayurveda as the chief product of Kerala, which nobody was talking about at that point of time. And we said it's not about massage, it's about a regimen, it's about a way of life. And so we went back to the traditional cuisine of Kerala, which at that time nobody had heard of. Today, appam and fish moili and all these have become great products, but nobody had heard of all this. And we brought them center stage. And more than that, the traditional architecture of Kerala, the Nalkittam houses, a lot of money had come in from Gulf. All these houses were getting destroyed. You could go into the village and you'd see all these houses being sold as firewoods, and big brick houses with red, dark blue colors, yellow colors were coming up. So we brought them back center stage. And actually Kerala is a product of its own civilization. It's a product of its own culture. It's a product of its own architecture. And more than anything else, we realize that tourism can't be driven by government. The government has to act as a facilitator, as a catalyst, and it's the private sector which has to drive tourism, and we have to work in partnership with them. So Kerala is a very unique product of private-public partnership, of private sector driving the product and the government creating the ecosystem and doing great brand marketing behind it. That's how tourism grew in Kerala, and it grew by leaps and bounds. Today it's the only state with 4 airports and started doing extremely well. One of the key things we said about Kerala was that we'll not sell it as a low-value destination. And this was our learning from Kovalam, that sell a product as a high-value, sustainable destination. Because you can get large numbers, but when large numbers come in, they put a huge pressure on the product and the destination is destroyed. And therefore, our belief was that have few tourists, but have high-value tourists. And actually, tourism has historically destroyed many destinations by invasion of culture. And therefore, it was very important to retain the culture of Kerala, the civilization of Kerala. And when you do high-value tourism, you're able to get few tourists, but they believe in sustainability, they add to the product, they learn from the destination, they give something back to the destination. And Kerala, we found, was such a unique product, because in 3 hours you could move from beach to backwater to wildlife to the hills to the tea plantations. All the products were in very close range of each other, and therefore we could sell products, sell great resorts. And all Kerala is again a product not of 5-star hotels but of great boutique resorts. Resorts which are a product of local entrepreneurship. So 20, 25 room resorts, which was started selling for $400, $500 a night. And therefore we got some really unique value out of the destination. And that's how Kerala sold itself and branded and marketed itself.